Hello students, I am going to start with my third video lecture of my first chapter, that is network technology. In my previous video, I have explained you all about hub and switch, bridge, then about modem, then about NIC, that was network interface card, then network operating systems. These were the major components of computer network. Then advantages of computer network I have explained you all. I have explained you all about various components used in computer network, okay, and the definition of data communication and networking. Fine, all these we have cleared in our earlier videos. Now I will continue with my video, that is starting from the topic gateway. Okay, what is a gateway? Gateway is a device which is used to connect two dissimilar networks. It is a device used to connect two dissimilar network. Next, a router. What is a router? All these things you are supposed to know the definition, or else it may be asked in the form of fill in the blanks. Okay, what is a router? A router is a device that directs the data traffic in a network to the fastest available path between the sender computer and the receiver computer. Okay, a router is a device that directs the data traffic in a network to a fastest available path between the sender computer and the receiver. When the data is transmitted through a network, it divides itself into tiny packets. Okay, so what is a router? A router is a device where it is helping the data to go in a traffic in a network to the fastest available path to the sender computer and the receiver computer. When a data is transmitted through a network, it divides itself into a tiny packets. Okay. Next comes what is a repeater. When the data is transmitted over a large distances, the signals become weak. Here we use the repeater device to give the signal so that the data signals travel greater distance with the same strength or even more. This communication device cleans the electronic signals and transmits them and then retransmits them. Once again I will just say you, see here. In router what happens, all the data comes together in a traffic, okay, and then it is been sent by the sender computer to the receiver computer, and this data has been divided into tiny packets in your router. Whereas in the repeater what happens, here the data is transmitted over a large distance. That time what happens, the signals become very weak. Here we use a repeater device to amplify the signals so that the data signals travel in a greater distance with the same strength or even more. This communication device cleans the electronic signals and retransmits them. So listen, you just understand the difference between the router and the repeater in such a way that when you are using a router device, the data comes in a traffic in a network, but then later it divides the data into tiny packets, whereas in your repeater what happens is the data is transmitted over a large signals. That time what happens, the signal becomes very weak. Okay, so router data comes in a traffic, but it has been divided into tiny parts, but in repeater data comes in a large distances, and then that time what happens, the signals become very weak. Okay.